Hi guys, Merry Christmas. So, I'm just gonna tell you guys the not so good side of me. I'm sure you don't want to hear this, but I have been sexist, and it's not good. So I watched like sexist videos on like YouTube and including Tom Likey's. I used to listen to Tom Likey's, and the worst thing that he would I used to hear call with here, like, if you're like a little kid, just don't watch this, okay? Because this is a mature subject matter. So, anyways, I heard Tom Likey's call women like human toilets or sperm depository, and that's something I wouldn't call women that, but after watching like sexist videos, I started referring to like women over 30 who are not married like over the hill. I started calling them like old maids and leftover women. And it's very bad. And and my thoughts about women was pretty harmful, and I thought women, and I kept, when I was thinking, my sexist thinking was like, women should get married off at 18, like women shouldn't go to university, they should be having babies in their 20s, like 18, 19, 20, get married off, and the reason for my thinking was that a lot of teenage girls get pregnant out of wedlock, and I don't agree with it, but I really don't, but unfortunately a lot of kids are born out of wedlock, and I don't agree with. So, but because of I've seen kids born out of wedlock to like single moms, I just thought, okay, just marry your daughters off before they get pregnant at 18 and stuff like that. So, and my sister lived with me in my condo. She used to listen to me watch sexist videos, and it's, and I've called women like bitches. I've called women sluts and whores, like those who are sexually promiscuous. And you know what my physics professor said? He said that the B word is only appropriate for female dogs. My math professor, he would tell me that's not nice, and I called one of my sisters bitches before. I called her a bitch. When I was angry at her, I would just say, like, you bitch. And I would say that in her text messages, and I would say move out, bitch. And I've called my other female friends bitches, and I called them like the cunt. It's something that's not nice to say. And it does harm women, and like, I guess lived as a female, I should know not to say that, but I guess if you lived as a guy for a while, it's very, very tempting to be sexist towards women, and it's not always a good thing. So, but yeah, I don't miss being like living as a female at all. I don't miss it, but I like being a guy better. But and just saying that it's what I'm also not okay with misandry. I'm not okay with that either. Like, you hear a lot about misogyny, but I'm not okay with misandry either. You hear like a lot of people saying, "Oh, I hate men. Men are pigs. Men are dogs," and that's not okay either. And I can't stand like people who claim themselves to be feminists, and they're like, and you hate men. Like, you say really bad stuff about like to men as well. That's not okay either. And I can't stand it when men are expected to pay for like for the woman's dinner. I can't stand that, That's sexism too. Right? So why is it okay for girls to beat guys up, not okay for guys to beat girls up, right? Why should men have to pay for dinner, right? Why should only the guy pay? Why should only the, like, and I can't stand, like, those people who say they hate men, and like the way I think of misandry, it's like, it's basically, the, it's like hating men, right? It's like, instead of hate, like, just like misogyny is towards hatred of women, like misandry is towards hatred of men. So, and yeah, but I think that I think we should, like, just learn how to enjoy each other, like just appreciate each other as appreciate, like, men should be appreciating women and women should be appreciating men. And I think, without the other sex and gender, our species can't perpetuate. So, right, gotta have both males and females. Because if there are only women on the planet, or only men on the planet, our species will be extinct. So, and I decided to stay away from sexist videos. I'm not gonna name any, so, but any other ones, but yeah. So, for you other guys, for all you the other guys out there, I'm just wondering, what sexist stuff have you said to women? So, because the other things I said to women was, oh, the clock is ticking, when she's in her late 20s and she's about to hit 30, you're like, oh, tick tock, the clock's ticking, your biological clock is ticking. And it is true, but it's socially unacceptable to say that. So, yeah. Like, even old maid, oh my goodness, old maid, spinster, um, that's pretty bad. And I bumped into a female teenager who she was like 17 years old, and she said, and I even told her, my physics professor told me that the B word is for female dogs, and and I shouldn't call women the B word. And then she's like, yeah, you're basically calling me a dog if you call me the B word. I'm like, and yeah, and it does, and it is true, right? So I try to only use the B word for COVID, of course, because I hate COVID. I call COVID a bitch, or I call female dogs bitches, because that's the what that word is for. So, yeah. But living as a guy, I notice there's double standards both sides of the gender spectrum, right? So, when we have sex with other women, it's considered a good thing. So we don't get slut shamed for that. Um, but with women are slut shamed. Like, women are called sluts. They're called whores and stuff. So, and of course, I don't agree with sexual promiscuity. I don't agree with that, because that increases the chance of you getting sexually transmitted diseases. And I personally prefer to wait until married to have sex. It's just my personal preference. And yeah, and I find that Another the double standard is, oh, guys can't hit girls, but girls can hit guys, and I think both sides of the gender spectrum, the male and female side have double standards. So yeah. And as a guy, I want to focus on more like men's issues, because I find that men are more likely to commit suicide than the women. I hate to tell you this, it's very disturbing, and I want to focus on like men's like prostate cancer, because men are more likely to get that because they have a prostate. And as someone who's trans, I don't have to worry about that because I don't have a prostate. So, and you know, and men are more likely to have heart attacks, and that's also scary as well. And it's not good at all. And I realized that, you know, us basses, baritones, and tenors should not call women bitches, including myself. I'm sure these women who are altos, mezzos, and sopranos wouldn't want to hear a tenor or a baritone or a bass call them a bitch. And yeah, because I'm gonna make sure to make sure to use the word bitch for female dogs or COVID. So yeah, if you want to use the B word as someone, call COVID a bitch. Or if you have a female dog, you can call a female dog a bitch. Like my bitch just had puppies, for example, right? So, and you know what? Stefan Cartledge, my professor, is right. Because that word is only appropriate for female dogs. And I'm sure that the Lord would not want to hear us call women bitches. I'm sure he wouldn't want to hear that. I'm sure the Lord wants us to be nice to each other and not, you know. And I hate to say this, but I've prejudged my friends who had babies out of wedlock. And I started calling like single moms damaged goods. Cause that's what because I've been watching sexist videos, so the guy that was doing them, they would call single moms damaged goods. And I would just ditch my friends if I found out they were having a baby out of wedlock. And yeah. So I just want to address my flaws and try to be a better person each day. And, you know, I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. Bye.